Hello, geometry people. This is Miss Christensen recording your lesson for Target 18, Finding Area of Regular Polygons. You are going to need your notebook or just a piece of scratch paper, something to write with, your calculator, and this formula sheet that you should have copied earlier in the week. So at any moment during the video, feel free to pause. Like if you need to pause right now and grab your stuff, please do so. Or if you need to rewind to rewatch something, that's fine too. But here we go. Before we go into an actual calculation, though, let's talk about what do some of these words mean. You've been using this word for a few days now, finding the area of triangles or quadrilaterals. But today we'll be finding of polygons, which means any shape. It doesn't have to be 3 sides or 4 sides, it can be more. And regular is a word that we've talked a few times about in Try 1 and 2, means all the angles and the sides are exactly the same. So when I go to this first few shapes here, these are regular polygons. They're different shapes, so a pentagon with 5 sides that are all the same, 5 angles that are all the same, hexagon, 6 sides all the same, 6 angles, so on and so forth. This is what we would be finding the area of. So if you look at our sheet, okay, there is nothing for pentagon, hexagon, or octagon. But you do know how to find the area of a triangle. Your base times height divided by 2. And previously, we have split up different polygons into triangles, like this. Okay, so I can split that up into those triangles, and if I find the area of one triangle, I can just multiply that by however many triangles there are. So that's the first way to find the area of a regular polygon. And just notice here, however many sides there are, there's twice as many triangles. That'll always be true. So let's actually go try one. So this is how most of the problems will look for you. They'll give you one of the triangles where you have the base and the height. So let's find the area of this one triangle here. 12 times 5 divided by 2. Okay, so that one triangle is 30. Oh, I don't have a unit. I'll just write units squared. Okay, so that's the first step. Now we have to break this up into the other triangles. Okay, or you could remember that however many sides there are, so 5 here for this pentagon, there's going to be twice as many triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so each of them is 30 square units, or we can do 30 times 10 to get our final answer of 300 square units, or units squared. Boom. Okay, I kind of glossed over something on purpose. Maybe you saw it already and you're wondering, why the heck is she just ignoring this? I'm not ignoring it. We're going to get to it. There's a second way to do this. You just maybe haven't seen this formula of area equaling half times A times P, which they tell you what P is, sum of all sides, which another word for that is, did you say it before me? Perimeter. Okay, A is going to be something new. So let's go try the same shape, but with this second formula. Keep in mind, if you understood how to do this with the triangles, that's great. You can continue doing that. But here is a second way to do that. Okay, so P stood for perimeter. So if I'm doing this formula of half times A, which we'll talk about in a moment, times P, I need to get these two pieces. So perimeter you've dealt with before. Just be careful though, they only give you half of a full side length here. So if that chunk is 5, this chunk is also 5, meaning the whole side is 10. So 10 times 5 sides gives us a perimeter of 50. So if I'm filling into this formula, I'm actually almost done. I need that apothem. I already have my perimeter of 50. So apothem is a line from the center of your shape that's perpendicular, which makes an angle of 90 degrees to a side. So here's where it's perpendicular. Here's going to the center. So our apothem is 12. So if I go to my calculator and type 1/2 or 0.5 times 12 times 50, I get my same answer as before of 300. So you've got two methods. You can make triangles, or you can use 1/2 times A times B. Okay, so I'm going to try this one more time with a different shape, doing both methods. So we have the triangle method, and then we have the 1/2 times A times P. Truly, it's not going to matter which one you choose. So if you like one more than the other, do it. Or you could do both and make sure that they both get you the same answer to double check your work. Okay, so that triangle base is 3 times a height of 4 divided by 2. 3 times 4 divided by 2. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Divided by 2. So each triangle is 6. And again, if I split this up, I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So I'm going to have 12 triangles. So times that by 12 to get an area of 72. Oh man, I forgot to put units on again. Units squared. Okay, or the apothem, remember that's the side that goes to the center and makes the 90-degree angle. So that's going to be 4. Perimeter is going to be, let's see, this chunk is 3, which means this chunk is also 3. So I have a full side length of 6 all the way around. So 6 times 6 sides is 36. So if I do 1/2 times apothem times perimeter, it gets me the same answer of 72 units squared. Yay. Actually, I think I have a pen for smiley faces. I sure do. There. Oh, that's so small. Okay, that looks creepy. Moving on. You would try, okay, so find the area of the regular heptagon, so 7 sides. I want you to pause your video right now and work this problem out in your notes by yourself. You can use the triangle method, or you can use the area. Okay, so pause the video, unpause. Okay, here's your answer. If you did not get 336, go back, double check all your numbers, double check that you counted things right. But if you're still struggling, then email or start a Google Hangout with me. But that is going to conclude your video lesson. See you later.